even less, 14. Good game. At a certain point, I mean, you just don't have time. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. Dimir tokens on the menu. We have Sedgemoor Witch, the Poppet Stitcher, a ton of removal, some counter magic going real wide, flipping the Stitcher, and just smashing in with some 3/3 tokens, which is really, really cool. The deck's popping off. We've got some amazing matches for you guys. Really long match, which is a lot of fun. And of course, not just that, we'll break down the deck list, the strategies, the synergies, all of this, and then wrap up with our final thoughts once we're through the gameplay footage. So again, thank you all so much for the support. Make sure to like the video, join the community, the Discord, which is available within the Linktree link. All the contests, the giveaways, the tournaments, you can find all of that information there. And let's take a look at this deck. Standard best of one, as always. Dimir tokens is a 60 card, 2.5 average mana value, 28 non-creatures to 12 creatures, and 20 land. Don't worry, there's a ton of module-faced card here. The lands, the Rebirth, Disruption, Vision, and Mauling. We have 4 copies of Mauling. It's going to remove a creature, which is great. The Vision will allow us to draw, which is really cool. The Rebirth can bring a creature that's about to be removed back into play when it dies, which is nice. And then the Disruption has that counter magic for us, which is really cool. So that's kind of what we have there in addition to the land base. Really consistent with the Marsh, the Pathways, and it's a 2-color deck, right? The only dual colors that we have are within the Meathook and the Mauling. Shouldn't be a problem. They're both in black, right? And then, turn 1 Delver, this is where it starts out. It's a 1/1. You reveal probably one of these lands because there are so few lands in deck, only 20, right? That there's a good chance that you'll draw an instant or sorcery, or reveal it, an instant or sorcery, turn this into a flyer, and then you're dealing damage right out of the gate. This is beautiful, and then you want to assemble either your Stitcher or your Witch right away, and then they'll make tokens whenever you're casting on top, right? So whether it's the counter magic or removal, you'll be making tokens on top of the Stitcher and the Witch. Sometimes it's better to wait to play them if you suspect your opponent has an answer, right? The Rebirth can allow you to get them into play, and then if they have destroy or damage-based removal, you can just, lose 2 life, bring it right back into play while creating a token simultaneously, which is really nice. However, if it's like exile-based removal or something, shenanigans-based, you're going to have to hold up Awari's Disruption. So, pushing it to turn 4 for the Rebirth, pushing it to turn 5 with the Disruption, turn 6 with Flip the Switch or Divide by 0, which is also a great option to protect them as well, because they're really high priority, and once you get them in play, you can start to capitalize off of those abilities, creating the tokens, and just eventually avalanche or steamroll your opponent. Playing our opponent's deck with Siphon Insight, this is great. Of course, it's going to trigger both of those token creating abilities, and you get access to your opponent's goodies, which is nice. Removal within the Grasp. We have Divide by 0, just stopping something or bouncing something, mana value 1 or more, and we get to learn, which is nice, and there's a ton of cool cards in the sideboard. Ramp for Sciences, Draw for Teachings, Exile for Fumes, more tokens with Pest Summoning and Mascot Exhibition, which is pretty decent. And then, I mentioned that Counterspell, which is cool because if you're using Flip the Switch, you also get that 2/2 zombie with Decay. The controller can pay 4 to nullify it, but at some point in the game, they're going to have so much mana that they can do this all the time, and it's going to be worth it just to take the zombie, especially if you're casting it on top of the Stitcher, the Witch, which are the Stitcher and the Witch, in which are both non-legendaries. I don't know how to say that without sounding silly. But you can stack the Witch and you can stack the Stitcher, and you can stack both of them together, obviously, and you'll make a lot of tokens really, really quick. Of course, the Meathook Massacre can potentially just win you the game at some point as well, which is nice. And then if you have 3 more zombies in play, this will transform into the Factory, and then all of our tokens will become 3/3s, including the 1/1 Pests, which is really, really, really good. And yeah, that's basically the deck, right? More removal within the Mauling that we mentioned. So Get these creatures out, protect them, you know, do the Dimir control shenanigans on top. You can tempo with the Delver just to help the situation. It's just the Delver. You play it in every deck, right? It's so good. I love it. And yeah, having a good time with this deck, some great matches, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, support the channel, thumbs up, you know, become a patron, stuff like this. Join the community at the very least. And yeah, let's check out some of these matches. Going first is great. The hand is a little sketchy. Visions in tapped. Let's go straight to the Stitcher. Maybe we don't play it till 4, though. Delver in. Black Source out to protect it. All right. Oh, really? Aw. We can't play this in case they play 2-2 in a Blizzard Brawl. We need to save it until we can protect with the Rebirth. It's just next turn, it's fine. Alright. So that's going to be their turn. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think I'll take you. I choose you, Pikachu. Friggin' Pokemon card, am I right? Really? All this land. So silly. Passing our turn here. I mean, the land's not bad. We can cast their Planeswalker with it. Can we get a Chariot, too? Now, that's going to be the real question. Fourth land out. Here comes the Blizzard Brawl. We knew it. That's why we tried to wait it out. So we make the 2-2. We lose 2 life. It comes back tapped. They could do that again. Right? They could literally just hit us with another Blizzard Brawl. Down to 13. Another. Get tracked, bro. The land off, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I just wouldn't mind stopping it. We're fairly exposed here, but we can at least stop these 4/4s, because I don't want to take too much damage. We have to gain an advantage first, which we definitely have. At least the access to get it. Oh. Okay. That kind of makes ours not as good. However, we have been pulling a lot of land, which is nice. I think we've been playing 1 every turn, so we should be good there. You will never transform, will you? Let's see what we get. Dang it. It's a lot of land. I don't really want to put a bunch of cards in the grave. We should have played this, then double played those lands. Oh well. Oh! Now that is interesting. That's like as good as a draw. No attacks. Let's chill out. It's, this will get a +3 boost. I believe. Or maybe it won't. It'll still say equal. How many lands are in your hand? Nice! That's actually good for us. Believe it or not. The draws they get are good, though. At this point, I think we just chump block with the... We should have insighted just before they took that draw. Shoot. We could have had a chariot, you know what I mean? What will they do? No attacks. Zombie out. Come on. Brutal. I think this is a decline for now. As long as we're holding up counter magic. We don't have enough snow lands. But I'll settle on the chariot, I guess. We probably don't need the counter, actually. Because they're top decking another land, hopefully. Do we just go right for it? Because they're pretty hard to deal with. And the cats become 3/3s too. We could definitely make this into a Sultai deck, I think. Include Ren, include the chariot. Yeah, you get rid of all those non-lands. To the graveyard! I'll take everything else. Them copying the 10/10 is like, you know, that's something for sure, right? Don't get me wrong. But the chariot needs to attack to trigger it, which is like, I'm going to block the heck out of it. And then we'll just chump block. Well, that is good. That's pretty good, right? Playing stuff off the top. It's not quite enough for the chariot to survive, but it is good. The reach shouldn't attack either. Interesting. This is good, though. That Rangers class is really going to help them. Decline still. Let's see what they've got. Make the zombie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Do we sack the chariot? No, we would want to do that if we had one more land. One, two, three, four, 5 defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 attackers. So we get 5 through, let's say they're all 2/2s. That's only 10 damage. So we're not doing it. Actually, we could have got 12 damage with the chariot. But I have other plans for that. And we can turn our tokens to 3/3s too. Right? That's going to be the main plan. Turn all these 2/2s to 3/3s. And I think that should give us lethal just by going wide, right? I mean, they played 2 things here. That definitely does help. And they've got the snowland too. Are we going for it? I guess that's the question. Or do we wait one more turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defenders. We have 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 attackers. That's not enough. Ooh, that is nice though. Land out. We should mauling, I guess, that token. Make the zombie. And then we're gonna crew with 2 of the zombies. Attack with just the chariot. Copy the 9/9. And then here comes the block. We make the zombie. We lose 2 life. Chariot comes back into play. Remakes 2 more cats. Oh. Oh, oh. I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo, you guys. A little oopsie whoopsie. Okay. That didn't turn out how I wanted it to, but we'll be okay. We definitely had the advantage without doing that. It's pretty funny that we went for it. That is hysterical, is it not? Oh, man. I guess we should have countered that troll. We can just insight. Like, this doesn't matter this turn, I guess. I would much rather counter another chariot or a wren. Dang. You dog. Alright, they got us there a little bit. It's okay, though. It's okay. We're gonna be alright. We're gonna be just fine. We just gave them a bunch more blockers. LOL. Took our own engine away. Decline. Beautiful. I'll just take another 10-10. You know what I mean? I am not above that. Let's see what we can get. Another chariot, obviously. Okay. We have to keep our counter magic up, though, I think. Pretty sure. No attacks. We have 36. They're down to 21. Remember that time I gave them their chariot back? And didn't counter the spell because it's not a Ren. I hate that trample. They already have enough of it. This makes 3 zombies. It's pretty good value. It comes in anyways. Takes their mana for the rest of the turn. Because there's a good chance they just find a land and then that's the end of their turn. And we just keep sitting on this counter, right? So it's so late game that they're probably always going to be able to pay 4. It's such a rare occurrence that they're going to string into all of these different spells into 0. Or into, you know, like less than 4. So I think we just take the triple zombie while we can get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures in play for them right now. If they can get this Ren to the minus, we're screwed, though. Blizzard Brawl on the Stitcher. Very good. We just send a cat in front. I think we go for it here. They have 3 creatures tapped. They're just putting a bunch of lands in play. More land. I guess we nuked these. I guess they lose their abilities. But we should still have enough? I don't know. 12, 17, 18, 19 attackers. And they have 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 8 at 2, 2. Throw a cat up, I guess. I think pushing the 12 2/2s up outpaces these 10/10s that would have been blocked anyways, right? It's not like they have trample. So they would have been first priority blocked. So it's better for us to push everything up by 1, nuke the trees, because as you see, they're being blocked anyways, right? As a priority, as they should be, because we can transform this factory back, is the thing. And then at which point those 3 3s would become 14 14s, or whatever they are, 11 11s. So it would appear they have enough blockers. And they're going to win the game here. Only 16 damage. Even less. 14. Good game. At a certain point, I mean, we just don't have time. And there's just lands on top. We ran out of juice. We ran out of juice, man. Oh, actually, we got it? Can I not do basic math? Did they... I could have swore they had... I I thought we had it, but then it looked like we only had the 7... Oh, they're 3/3s now. Oh, I forgot about that completely when I was assigning combat damage. I was like, okay, there's 10 attackers, there's 20 damage. Man, you guys, I need to go eat lunch. This was an epic match. Like, this was a very, very long match. I cannot believe we won it. We had a couple misplays there and just, you know, a couple general lapse in consciousness, I guess. But holy Toledo's, that was amazing. Sorry for the misplays, but that's how we learn, right? We all have to make them, and it's good to showcase that you can make them and still come out on top, because it's frustrating when you do make them. And I could have scooped when I gave them that chariot back, right? Just, it's a shame scoop. We got to leave, bury our head. How did I do that? But keep going, persevere, and just see where, you know, the cookie crumbles, if you will. Opponent goes first. Turn 1 Delver, why not? We really do want that third land. If we can't get it, we'll play the Mauling. I'm going to hold up the dispute because I think it's a Righteous Valkyrie, and we have to keep them away from that. Just top deck an untapped land next turn. Everything's okay. Really? They're like, oh, I'll bring it back from the grave. Some things in this life you'll never learn to expect. This is good. Another counter next turn would be amazing. I really want to play these Stitchers, but beggars can't be choosers. Right, we would have immediately lost it if we played it. We have just removal. So we play in. Attack for 3. Okay, not the end of the world. That's like pretty good for us, actually. Oh man, I wish. Slay the flyer. Hit with the Stitcher and the Aberration. Good damage, right? That's 5 damage. I like it. Holding up that spell. Ooh, a 4/4. That's lethal. And they don't attack. We should have played this, and then we could have played both of them, but that's fine. We'll just drop it like it's hot. Nice. Those Maulings. One of the best modal lands, in my opinion. Alrighty. 2 lands, but we're going first. I think I might just sneak this out. Play it safe, and then we're on to 3 for our Witch Skis. Beautiful. Insight. Active. Mono green. Alright. I wonder if they drop a Sentinel here. Steal their chariot, obviously. We'll have to pull another green source. I guess we're just taking away from them at a certain point, too. Let's risk it for the biscuit. We can start building those pests, that's great. Gives us a chance to find the Poppet Stitcher, right? Paying 3 life to target us, but it's, you know, it's a possibility for sure. Oh, Selesnya. Uh-oh. So this is still the chariot, probably, right? Come on, man. Pass our turn. Slay the chariot. Don't bounce it. It's their 4th land. Misharn is good. Right? Definitely not bad. So they cannot pay... Like, they can no longer target the witch. I grab some land skis. Chariot crews out. And we fry it. Making a pest. Losing 2 life. Taking 4 damage. I guess. Ouch. Transform. Thanks. Sneak their land in play. I guess. Should we just take big swings and try to race them? We're so low, but... Why not turn on the jets, right? We've got a chance to do it, so take it. 4 mana up. We can grasp. We can... Like, we've got lots. We could even insight. I'm pretty sure... We're doing some stuff here, though. So it's kill Yasharn, double block a cat. Right? That's not too bad. Down to 10, back to 12. They're fully untapped still. You know, so that's less than ideal. Yasharn's gone, so targeting the witch is back on the menu. Shoot. What about when it goes to exile? We could make the pest just a bummer, you guys. That's just a bummer. We should have left Yasharn, chump blocked it, killed the cats instead. Right, we could have killed one cat, double blocked the other cat, left Yasharn in play with, well, no, because we would have had to block that too. I'm thinking during their attack, we divide. Get a good chump block in. But then they get the Skyclave again, and they'll take the flyer. So it's like we're still pretty far away from lethal for that. But I think it's our best bet. We can keep pressure up. Should only be taking 2 damage here. Unless they're coming in with the land. Oh, woof. In which case we might take 4. Into the attack phase. Bounce the Skyclave. We're pretty far away still. We take Mascot. We block the cat. And that's like pretty good, right? They still have all their mana. They probably take the flyer from us with the Skyclave again. No. It's Ren time. It's Chariot time. What's going on? What you doing, Willis? Scoot Swarm time. Nice. This is a lot of life coming their way. We will struggle. Oh, no. We didn't take Exile, and even if we did, it would have been too late. Shoot. Good for them. We don't have the field wipe. And then a Chariot. So this just got a lot harder. Ouch. I mean, hopefully there's no land. If they just land at, like, any land and we're screwed. Too much life gain, man. I guess we take the life gain engine, right? Like, we take the Innkeeper away from them. Rather than deal with the Scoot Swarms. Well, here comes the land. Great. And another Chariot. Holy Toledo. Nice. This better reveal. Actually, that's bad because they're just gonna take it and get it back. We should have kept that. I forgot about the Skyclave! But we can bounce it, I guess. And they don't have that extra white source. Unless they have that 4th white source in hand. Maybe it works. Maybe it works. We're okay. We have to top deck the 7th land too. They get it back. We're screwed. We have to take fumes. Because they're going to play... Hopefully not another Plains here. Oh! They don't get the life gain there, but they're definitely still taking... Oh, they're not. They're going in deep. They're like, I'll pull another one. Screw it. Wow. Look at us go. All that life gain that we stopped, though, here is important, but the Reacher... Shucks. And they just have lethal next turn, right? Good game. All right, you know, we could use some more practice with the deck. Admittedly, we spent a lot of time within the Boros build today that you guys seen in the video before this, and doing a couple different versions of it. But I was like, you know what, we played too much Boros. I have to make some other video today. Let's do Dimir. And admittedly, I think the deck is very, very good. Could we adjust it? Potentially. It's really hard to say, though. I don't necessarily know in which way we would go. I know that the Stitcher and the Witch need to stay, and just having all of the counter magic around it feels really good. Potentially the Delver goes, but I feel like it's good value in the instant and sorcery based deck. So I'm not really sure where to take the deck from here. Maybe more counter magic potentially. We drop some removal, take... It's really hard to say. Like, Divide by 0 gives us the extra turn that we need typically. So, like, what do you guys think? Because, like I said, I've only played the 3 matches that you guys have seen today with the deck. Really interested in this build. I think it's, like, fairly competitive. Similar to the tempo builds that we showcased within Mono Blue. Just making these Stitcher zombies is really, really good. And then adding the Witch here, I think, is really nice as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Support the channel if you can, and we'll see you soon in the next.